clash in the NFC East. It's the Commanders and the Giants, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they?
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the pride of Wyoming in his 6th season with one of the league's strongest arms, Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
So here are the Giants now in great field position to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by the 5th-year dual threat and former #1 pick in 2019, Kyler Murray.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. And now they'll fake the jet sweep, and here's Murray off play action. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game him today.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Allen now on 3rd and goal. That is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Giants at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Murray going to throw. Completed to Hyatt. And some space here. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And this is on target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, laces aren't quite right. If he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The drive will start with an option going left. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. On play action, Allen completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. Touchdown! Jerry Judy with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The return man, Ty Johnson. Now here's Johnson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The New York set to take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game. Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync. Murray's throw pulled in by Robinson here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense. Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a good first half so far. Up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. The star tight end Darren Waller out in front as this offense returns to the field. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown Giants. Jordan Addison, 40 yards. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. A handoff for Warren. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
play action. Now it's Allen. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Dobbins. Oh, look at the juke. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
To throw, it's Allen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Throw left side complete. That's one.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Washington first down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got Njoku over the middle.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To the air, Allen. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Warren from 3 yards out. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now Murray. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Hey, shift. Hey. Hey, Ace. Hey.
On second down, here's Murray.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shot. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Hey.
Here's Murray. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. And the Washington offense heading out. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
Now Allen.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down, Commanders.
On the give, it's Warren. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jalen Warren with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now out come the Giants. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Let's go now, let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come back, come back. Hey.
Murray going to throw. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Green.
Throwing again, Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go. Get it now.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is going to have the Giants first down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Throwing now is Murray. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. On the run is Warren. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. He connects with Hyatt. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Murray. This is caught by Addison. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray on the move to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Commanders' 6-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Washington ready to try again on offense. Things sure were looking good for him at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. On second down, here's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a run with Warren. Oh, able to avoid him. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it. Warren. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Warren.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's...
And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Warren taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants now down by 2 touchdowns. Exactly 1 minute remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Hyatt. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What a... Results in the touchdown. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Washington, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
Hey, DJ.